Hello, for maths today we're going to be thinking about objects to 15 again and seeing if we can place them in order, and I've been so pleased with how well you've all been getting on with this week. So before we start, let's have a look at our star words, and I think our star words are very similar to the ones that we've had for the rest of the week, so I bet you know them all really well. Let's go through them. We've got number, and our number names 0 to 15, and we counted them yesterday. Can you remember how to count them? Shall we try again? So we've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well done. And we put those in order. Well done. That's our next star word. And then at the bottom, we've got our words that mean bigger or smaller. So we've got more and greater, which means the numbers are getting bigger. And then we've got fewer and less, which means the numbers are getting smaller. And if you're putting the numbers in order, if they're getting more or greater, they'll be going up that way, won't they? Like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And if they're getting fewer and less, they'll be going this way. So it's like counting backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That way, isn't it? And that's putting them in order, either by getting fewer or greater. Well done. And then our last two star words sort of mean the same thing. Same and equal. So when the number is the same. So you might have 4 dots and 4 dogs, and that number is the same. Brilliant. So there are our star words for today. They're going to be coming up lots and lots in our learning. Right, can you see if you can get for me either a bead string that you might have at home, or you can open the bead string that I'm going to be using, which is on your tablet or your laptop, or maybe you've got some cubes that you can use, or maybe just some pencils, or I've seen people use sweeties, anything that you can use that you've got 15 of. So have a look, see if you can find 15 of something to be able to do the next bit that we're going to do of our learning. Perfect. So here's the picture that we were looking at on Monday, and it's old Mother Hubbard, I think, isn't it? Going to the cupboard, and the cupboard is bare. There's nothing for that poor doggy, and so the poor doggy had none. So today we're going to be looking back at some of the things that we found. So on our bead string, we're going to see if we can show the number of how many trees can we see. So let's have a look. How many trees can you see? I can see this number. What's this number? You're right, 3. Well done. So let's go to our bead strings or our counters that we're using and see if we can show 3. So I'm going to move this one. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We've shown 3, the number of trees we could see. Have you managed to show 3? Well done. Let's go back and look at the next question. How many chairs can you see? Right, look carefully. Have an estimate, a sensible guess, and then count if you need to. Do we need to count the chairs, do you think? No, I think you're right. There's the green one and there's the red one. So there's 2, isn't there? So let's go back to our bead strings. I'm going to try it on the bottom one this time. There's my trees. I'm going to try my chairs down here. 1, 2. Can you show the number of chairs either on your bead string or with your cubes or with whatever it is you're using? 2. There's our number 2. Now, are there more trees than chairs or more chairs than trees? Well done. There are more trees than chairs. How do you know? Well, you might know because you know that 3 is more than 2. But we can see on our number string, can't we, that there are more beads up here. There are fewer down here. So this number must be smaller. Good job. Let's see what else we've got to do. How many plates can you see? Gosh, there's lots of plates. Make a quick estimate. I think they're sort of a yellowy colour, aren't they? And I think because it doesn't say what shape, I think we should count all of the plates, the square ones and the round ones. So I'm guessing round about 10. I think that's my estimate. Now let's have a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So my estimate wasn't too bad. 10 isn't too far from 13, but I was a little bit short with my estimate, wasn't I? Right, let's go back to our bead string. Let's see, we've got 3 here, and I want 13, so I'm going to count on from 3. The 3, oh, it doesn't want to move for me. That's no, to refresh it and see if it will work for me again. Fingers crossed. You see if you can be showing your 13. Right, fingers crossed for Mrs. Balaam. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, what am I going to do? I haven't got enough. Good idea. I'll come down here. So how many did I have? 10, 11, 12, 13. Good job. So I had 10 and 3 more to make 13. 13 plates. Now I can tell straight away that 13 is a greater number than my trees or my chairs because I had to use both of my number strings. Great, let's have a look back. We've got one more to do. How many glasses can you see? Now the glasses are a bit cheeky because I can see some orange ones and some grey ones and they're a bit spread out. Oh, I'm going to estimate 12. What do you think? Should we count them? I'm going to start over this side first. 1, 2. Oh, there's some on the table. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I wasn't too bad with my estimate, my guess this time. 13. So let's go back to our number string and see if we can show 13. Oh, hang on a minute. Haven't we shown 13 already? I've got 10 here and 3 more, so I've got 13. So there must be the same amount of plates and glasses. They are equal. There's some more of our star words there, isn't it? Same and equal. Well done. Right, let's go back and see what else we're going to be asked to do today. Here we go. So we're going to have a go with these numbers here, and I can see all the numbers from 0 to 15, and you should have this sheet with you at home, and if you have, cut out all your numbers into little rectangles and you'll be ready to go with your number cards from 0 to 15. So here we go, we've got some questions. Our first question, the red question, says, which number comes first? Now if we're putting them in order, and I think we're going to put them in ascending order, so that means getting bigger, we want to find the smallest number, the one that comes first. You're right, it's 0. Well done. So 0 would come first. Then it says, which number is 1 more than 0? So 0 and 1 more. If you're not sure, try it on your fingers. Find 0 and then 1 more. You're right, the number 1. Brilliant. So we're going to have 0 first and then 1. Which number comes next? Number 2. Well done. Now here are some more tricky questions that you could explore. So which number comes between one number and another number? So if we have a quick look over here, I could ask you which number comes between 1 and 3? Which number's between them, in the middle of them? Number 2, well done. How about if I asked you which number comes between 8 and 10? There's 8. There's 10. Which number comes between? 9. You've got it. Well done. Let's try one more. Which number comes between 13 and 15? There's 13. There's 15. What number comes between? 14. Well done. So maybe once you've got your number cards in order, you can ask some questions of somebody near you, or maybe just some questions of yourself as to which number comes between two different numbers. Then maybe you can ask our purple question, which number comes before which number? So, which number comes before 6? 5. You're right. Which number comes before 15? 14 again. Well done. So maybe you could ask some questions like that. And then our final question, it's almost hiding. Look, it's down here and it says, which number comes last? So if we're putting them in ascending order, getting bigger, and 0 was first, what number comes last? 15. Well done. You're really good at this. Right, let's have a look at this. So we're going to be having a go at finding out 3 things that we can say about a number. So the first thing that we're going to try and find out is what comes before it. And then what comes after it. And then what comes between it. Right, let's investigate that a little bit further. Here we go. So we've got 3 cubes. Can you see them? 1, 2, 3. 3 cubes. Now I can say straight away that 3 is fewer than 6, because here's 6, look. And it's a smaller amount, isn't it? So 3 is fewer than 6. I can say that 7 comes after 6 because I can see it there. 7 is after 6. It's greater, isn't it? 7 is after 6. Let's have a look at 3 again. 3 is 1 more than 2. Is that right? 3 is 1 more than 2. Yes, look, it's getting bigger. It's 1 more. It's greater. Well done. But I can also say that 3 is 1 less than 4 because it's smaller than 4. It's fewer. So 3 is more than 2 but less than 4. Well done. So I can actually say that 3 comes between 2 and 4. Very good. Let's have a look at some more. Right, here you go. Today we're going to have another go at finding a way to represent numbers in what's called a concrete way. So I'd like you to use your 15 things that you found either on a number line or a number string or the 15 things you were using at the beginning, and we're going to see if we can represent some numbers. So you need your 0 to 15 number cards again. And the first person is going to choose one of the cards. So I've chosen number 5. So I'm going to say I've got number 5. And then my partner, or me, is going to see if we can find a way of showing that number. So I'm going to use my spots over here. And I'm going to show the number 5 just the way it is on the card or the way it is on a dice. Because that's the way we find it most easy to see number 5, isn't it? Like this. 5. So I've represented 5. I've shown a way of showing number 5. Now then the next thing to do is back to partner A. They're going to see if they can find another way of showing 5. So let me think. Another way of showing 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still 5, but it looks different to this, doesn't it? So 5 and 5. Ah, look, but down here it says we need to have 3 representations of each number. So I've got to think of another way of showing 5. I think I'm going to do the most simple way. I'm going to do it in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. So now we've got the number 5. We're showing it in this way. We're showing it in another way, but it's still 5. And then another way. It's still 5. We're just showing it in a different way. So you go and have a bit of a go at that, choosing a card and seeing if you can find 3 different ways to represent the number. Oh, I'd be interested to see how you get on with that. Well done. Right, let's see if we can develop our learning a little bit more about numbers and the order of numbers. So it asks me first on our blue bit here to count out the same number of cubes for the first number shown. And the first number shown is 0. So I'm going to count out 0 cubes down here. There we go. Have I done it? I have, because 0 means nothing. Nothing there. No cubes. Brilliant. Now my next question. What number comes after 0? Well, I think I know, but I can check up here. 1 comes after 0, doesn't it? So I'm going to do number 1. There's a 1. Because that's the number that comes after 0. Which of the numbers has the least value and which has the greatest value? Well, here's my 0 cubes and here's my 1 cube. So I can see that 1 has a greater value because there's nothing there for 0. That's how I know, doesn't it? Oh, now what does this say? What number comes after 2? Oh gosh, let me build a number 2. There's 1, 2. Let me build a number 2. So I've got 0, 1, 2. What number comes after that? Well, let me build another 2. 1, 2. And I know I'm doing it in order, so I'll need 1 more. So what number comes after 2? 1, 2, 3. There we go. I've created a tower. So now I can see there's that triangle shape that you were making when you did them all the way to 15, didn't you? So there it is. It's 3. So 3 is the number that comes after 2. It's 1 greater because I can see the step going up. Well done. So I've created the tower, but it asks me to do it by doing dots as well. So I've got 0 dots, 1 dot, oops, very slow today, 2 dots, and it's waiting for me, isn't it? 3 dots. So now I can show 3 dots. Good job. Now it asks me under here, look, to write the number in my number track. So I'm going to slot number 3 in there. But I'm going to check 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, that looks about right, doesn't it? So I've written the number in the empty box and I've checked it. Good job. Let's have another go with a slightly bigger number. Right, so count out the same number of cubes as for the first number shown. So the first number shown is 9. So you get some cubes or your bits and see if you can count out 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's my 9. What number comes after? Well, if I'm going to put 1 after, I'm going to add 1 more on, aren't I? The number that comes after, because it's 1 more. So I'm going to add 1 more on. What's that number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. So which of those numbers, 9 or 10, has the greater value? You're right. It was 10 because 9 has fewer and 1 more makes 10. Good job. Shall we see if we can do it with the dots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a different way of showing 9, isn't it? And I find the number that comes after, so I'm going to add one more, makes 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got it. Oh, now it asks me to write the number in the box. So let's get rid of this one. And I'm hoping that down here is a number 10. There we go. Let's check it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got it right. Now your job today is to have a go at finishing off these number tracks by showing the concrete representation. So either by building the tower or by making a group line of the numbers and then finding out the numbers that are missing. So we've done this one together. If you're going to do 7, you've got to find the number that's missing here. Oh, look, and then the number that's missing there. So you're going to find the number that 9 is between, the number that's 1 less than 9 and the number that's 1 more than 9. All right. Oh, and look here, this one, you've got to find the first number and the last number. Oh, and in our last one, it's a little bit tricky because you've got to find the next number here and then the next number again. So have a go at making some concrete representations of the numbers, and I'll look forward to seeing some photographs of your towers or your groups that you've made to show how you're ordering your numbers to 15. When you've had a go at that, come back and we'll look at the plenary together. Welcome back. We've only got one very quick thing to do before we finish maths today. Let's have another quick look at our star words. We had number, all the number names to 15. I bet you've used those lots today. We've been putting things in order. We've been finding out which is more or greater, or which one is fewer or less. And in some cases, like with the glasses and the plates, we found things that were the same or equal. Really good with those star words. Right, one more task today. So I've got 2 questions here. I got this number. What's this number here? Number 12, you're right. And what's this number here? Number 7, you're right again. So which number is greater? Number 12. Well done. It's a bigger number, isn't it? It's greater or more. So which one is smaller? 7. Well done. It's less or fewer. Right. So can you think of a number that is greater than 7? That's a tricky one, isn't it? Because you could go as big as you like, but any number 8 or bigger is greater than 7. Well done. Can you think of a number that is smaller or fewer than 12? There aren't quite so many numbers when we're going fewer, are there? But any number 11 or less is fewer than 12. Now, can you think of a number that comes between 7 and 12? I'll leave you with that challenge. Can you think of a number that comes between 7 and 12? A number that's greater than 7 but fewer than 12. I look forward to hearing your answers. Take care.